Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back to Catz.
Welcome back.
Yes, and today we have a mouse pad.
Yeah.
You guys like the mouse pad reviews. This is the Catz Glide 19. So the 19 stands for basically how big the mat is. So they have a 16-inch one, a 19-inch one, and then it just drastically increases to 38 inches, which is just kind of crazy. That's a big ass mat. So this is the 19, and I would say this is probably the smallest that I would go for a gaming mouse.
Absolutely.
And it's it's very comfortable. I didn't really have any issues with running out of space at all for me, but he had a little bit of issues.
This was a highly requested one for sure.
Yes.
I mean, out the gate very fast, which was shocking.
Yes.
But as far as the size of it goes, on the 19-inch, it wasn't a huge issue, but every once in a while when I would be flicking upwards and a lot of enemies would be above me, so I was playing a lot of Halo. People are always going above, jumping up and down, stuff like that. So I was actually reaching the top of the mouse pad and even the bottom at some points. So I recommend going a little larger than the 19, but that's honestly, it was pretty minute.
38 inches, that's really big. So all right, so let's get it started off with the bottom. So we have a silicone material. It's red, which is it's a deep red. It's like a maroon.
We haven't even seen like a silicone material on the bottom yet.
Yeah, and there's some dust on it, so I'm cleaning that off. But it's pretty sticky, there's usually like not an issue. I mean, for some reason, it feels like it moves a little bit easier than my other mouse pads, but you're not going to be pushing the mouse pad like this.
I never had an issue with it moving around the desk.
Exactly. So. And then we have heat bonded edges. So that will prevent fraying, which is really good. Like in my Divina mousepad, that doesn't have any stitching or it's not heat bonded or anything. So it does fray up a little bit.
And it's really interesting actually having sort of the heat bonded edges on there, because you can tell just by feeling it alone that it's not gonna fray.
Yes.
Like there's gonna be no fraying on this guy, which is an interesting concept. You don't have to deal with the stitching on the edge, which sometimes you can bump your mouse into, and it messes with your aim a little bit. I mean, it's again, very extreme example, but it's nice.
Yes. Of course, this is a hybrid pad. So it's supposed to be a hybrid between a soft mouse pad and a hard mouse pad. And I feel like it takes the best of both worlds and it puts it into this mouse pad, which is really, really cool. So it's really thin, right? It's a really thin mouse pad. There's really no type of cushion or, plushness to the actual pad itself. So it feels like a hard pad in that way, which kind of sucks because I like to have a little bit of cushion in my mouse pads, but it's not a huge deal.
And like the feel of it actually feels like a hybrid between like a soft and a hard mouse pad.
Yeah.
So it doesn't exactly like feel like a hard mouse pad, but it's really weird. It feels like porous almost, like there's pores.
You can see the pores, And one cool thing about it is that you can roll it up, if you have a hard mouse pad. I mean, you can roll it up, but it'll kind of mess it up. Also, hard mouse pads, if you kind of like fold it like this, you can, crease it and it messes it up. This one, you're fine. It's basically like a soft pad in that way.
As well as the fact that it's water resistant too.
Yes.
So that's nice. I mean, like a hard pad, you could wash this guy off.
Oh yeah, very, very true.
And you can just feel by the texture that nothing's gonna like seep into it or anything like that. So you could wash this off if it got dirty.
And of course, you guys are probably wondering about the surface. So as far as the surface goes, it's super fast, guys. Look,
this was shocking.
It's like fast and also like really smooth. It doesn't feel like there's like any resistance. When you're going like this, it just wants to slide. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really cool. I love the feeling of it. It's not really like anything I've ever felt because it has a little bit more cushion than a hard mouse pad. And also another thing is, my room there's a lot of dust, right? And on my hard mouse pad, dust collects on it, dirt or whatever, and it like messes up the mouse. You can feel it a little bit. If there's a little bit of dirt or something, it kind of, you can hear it and stuff. But
it shreds through the mouse feed too.
Exactly. So it doesn't do that with this, with this mouse pad, which also I think is a plus. But you also get the speed from a hard mouse pad. Yeah,
it's such a weird sort of balance because I just felt the top of it before I ran a mouse across it and I was like, oh, this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, I just slid the mouse and it just goes all the way across.
Look
okay,
look at that.
Well, that's nuts.
Yes.
But so I would say it's not as fast as like the Thor pad, for example.
No.
But it has good control to it.
Yes.
As well. So I feel like it's the perfect balance for me. I mean, I was using a lot of this mouse pad, messing around with it, and it's one of my favorites. Easily one of my favorites.
This and the Thor mouse pad. So yeah, this is a great mouse pad, 100% recommended. As far as the speed goes, like Lucas said, it's a little slower than Thor pad and also a little bit slower than the Glorious Helios. But faster than most of my other soft pads that I have. All the other features, like we mentioned, makes it a plus as well. And this exact mouse pad is only going for 25 bucks.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's really good.
That's a pretty good price. So let's go over the actual specs. So the 19-inch one is 15.35 inches by 12.4 inches. And it's 0.07 inches thick. And the 38-inch one is 35.43 inches wide by 15.75 inches long. So that's actually
it's kind of like an
big.
extended.
Yeah,
pretty much. It's pretty much an extended pad.
You're probably gonna put your keyboard and stuff on it. And then the 38-inch one is 53 bucks.
Yep, big jump in
expensive.
price for a big jump in mouse pad size for sure.
And then the 16-inch one on Amazon, and it's available with Prime, is $8.
Yeah, but again, 19 seems to be the perfect middle ground. Yeah. I certainly wouldn't go any smaller than this.
Yeah, 100%. So that's it. Again, if you guys want to get it, we'll leave a link in the description box. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you in the next one.